Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's Week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. Winston and the Arizona Cardinals versus Ryan Tannehill and the Washington Football Team.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Washington Football Team and the Arizona Cardinals. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in off a loss in the opener last week. That one was on the road. Now they get their first taste here of home cooking.
And what they're hoping to do is feed off the energy of the...
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. Here's Robinson. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 26-year-old quarterback in his 6th season from Florida State, Jameis Winston.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting out a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Quinton Dunbar.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line. Jameis to throw it. That's caught. Hits the tight end, Tyler Davis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. The numbers for Davis last week, 7 catches, 61 yards. On 2nd down now. It's Robinson. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
This is the ball carrier. Malcolm Butler on the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 44, Winston. And Winston lost the football.
Jameis Winston.
Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense.
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Second down, Winston. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Third and short yardage, Winston. He'll get this to his running back, Calais.
Winston's pass.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football.
The 33-yard line. That's a gain of 4.
Tannehill on third down. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
A loss of 6 yards.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was taken down by Ruben.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. That is incomplete. Tyler Davis, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Javon Kinlaw in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. 3rd and long for Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42.
Jennings on the tackle.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. Back deep, Deontay Harris. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. It was Ryan Glasgow who got him down.
The ball carrier.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19.
Yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second.
From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
Down at the 30-yard line.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The tackle made at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 44, Tannehill. And that's incomplete.
Ryan Tannehill in
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Tannehill's pass intended for Levine Toilolo. Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
At their own 9.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll run. Calais. And he'll take this one up to about the 13.
Calais, the ball carrier.
In on the stop, it's Tahir Whitehead.
At the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Calais. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
A loss of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3rd down, Winston. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
44-yard line.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Washington, nothing.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Tannehill. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
Washington first down.
Tannehill on first down. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
40-yard line.
Tannehill throwing again. That's complete to the tight end, Broniker. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Broniker. 5 yards on the play. And it's
again, Tannehill. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line, and the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get in that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
On second down, it's Robinson, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Cardinals.
They run with Calais, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Second and 11 at the 44-yard line.
On second and 11 now, Winston. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Jabari Zuniga in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Throwing, Winston sets up the screen to Robinson. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
37 yards on the punt with no return, and possession will switch hands, first and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8.
The ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of
under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked.
11 yards.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cards will take over, first and 10. And a look now at the game so far for Jameis Winston. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright. When he's been upright, he's been pretty good. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second and 4 at the 44-yard line.
On the ground, it's Calais. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Winston. A quick slant to Hill. And he's got this down to the 35. That goes for 14 yards. First down, Cardinals.
First and 10 at the 30.
They'll run on first down. Robinson takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle.
32-yard line. It's a pickup.
So the false start will back them up 5.
False start, offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Javon Kinlaw in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Winston from the gun on third down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, You're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's really a difficult task. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack.
A loss of 5 yards.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Jameis now on first down. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll run it now with Robinson. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
The ball carrier.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they give this time to the tailback. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The Cardinal passing game dialed in now. First down.
40-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. And his throw is incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
Tre'Davious White on the coverage.
On 2nd down, Winston again. Complete. Richardson has it. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
30-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
To the air again with Winston. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Again, it's Winston. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the 2nd half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Harris on the return. Washington takes over first and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
On the return, Washington will take over first and 10.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
From the 27, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Charles Harris. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. 3rd and long. It's Tannehill. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So here are the Cardinals to take over. They were losers last time out to the 49ers, but right now they're on the right side of the scoreboard as they start out first and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle.
Brings up second
on second down now. It's Robinson, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the run, it's Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
2-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. He'll find his running back out of the backfield, Raymond Calais. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 21. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
21-yard line.
From the gun, Winston gets this one to Hill. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. On the draw, Robinson. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Buying time, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jameis Winston with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals push further out in front. This offense certainly looking a lot more comfortable here at home. They lost last week in the opener on the road, but there's something about that home opener makes you feel more settled.
Yeah, I wish we could quantify it, too, because you're playing the same game. The field's the same, size. We know all of that. But being at home, sometimes when you do things well, you get that extra push from your home fans, and it elevates your game.
And in the driver's seat right now. Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. A 10-play drive that time. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
28-yard line.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 8 yards.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Able to find Harris, complete. And he's got the first down, yardage before being taken down at midfield.
A gain of 21 yards.
21 yards there on 3rd down.
Washington.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
A gain of 7.
First target, first catch, and a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. A give. This is Kamara. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
By Jordan Elliott. No gain on the play.
On second down, here's Tannehill. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo.
Tannehill's pass.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
6. And it's 3rd down.
Tannehill now to throw. Now they're staring at a 4th down as Arizona's defense does its job. So 2 3rd-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
Stephen Hauschka on.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The kick is good. Makes the score Cardinals 17. Washington 3.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
Winston's pass.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1 yard gain.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
An 8-yard.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. And he's going to go down again.
Jameis Winston.
Anthony Jennings in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here is Washington now to take over. They lost last week. Actually, not only did they lose, they were shut out, but they've got the lead here right now. A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Out of the gun, Tannehill. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
And the Washington.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Tannehill. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. 3rd quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Pick us on the play. And it's 3rd down.
To the air again, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And a 2nd field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Their own 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
And just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's Cardinal football. They're also out in front of the scoreboard as we get set for the 4th. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Winston. And a dump off here to Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good.
The score, Cardinals 17.
Now they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And in the early going, the running game, as we see the numbers, it just wasn't on point. Well, now it's gotten more true to form.
And sometimes it takes a little while for an offensive line to get in sync, because early in a game, defenses throw different patterns at you, different formations, different sets, and you might not block them quite the way you want to, but as you start to get into a groove and you figure out what they're doing, now it all comes together, and that's what we're seeing right now.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
24-yard line.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Winston. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Working out of the gun. Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. After the interception, here's Tannehill. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
To Deontay Harris.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 48.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
The Cardinals take over.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The football going back over to Arizona now. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
Raymond Calais, the ball carrier.
Jabari Zuniga with a stop.
At the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
On 1st and 10, Winston. That's caught by Hollister.
Winston.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Jacob Hollister. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 24-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Jameis Winston with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's already proven that he's not afraid to tuck that football down on the option, and he's into the end zone for the 2nd time in the game.
And that's exactly what you need from your quarterback, the ability to run the ball fearlessly. And in fact, many quarterbacks will tell you running the football doesn't scare them. Standing in the pocket and taking blindside hits, that's what terrifies them.
Extra point safely through, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 20.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
10-yard loss on the play.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, well, man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
At the 18-yard line.
Again, it's Calais. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
An 8-yard.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Their own 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He gets it complete to Harris.
Tannehill's pass.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Harris.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
At the 35-yard line.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Tannehill's pass intended for Calvin.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. On 4th down, Tannehill. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage.
The Super Bowl hero, Malcolm Butler, makes a stop.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 22-yard line.
2nd down, Winston. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
On 3rd down, Winston. And it's caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And that one makes this a 19-point game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Harris to return it. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Washington takes over 1st and 10. At their own.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. Charles Harris in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
36-yard line.
Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. He's knocking on that door for a 100-yard gain.
And what receiver doesn't want to be part of the Century Club? Every receiver, when the game starts, wants to have 100 or more yards next to his name. It's a badge of honor, but it also shows that you're helping out your team.
And he has certainly been helping out his team so far. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down and 9.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Washington will take over 1st and 10.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. He hits his target. It's the tight end, Toilolo. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
The Cardinals take over.
This spot in the 4th quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Cards, they make amends for their Week 1 loss by winning their home opener. And they'll have another home date next week as the Detroit Lions come to town. Meanwhile, for Washington, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.